Showtime music, baby. The best we have to offer in PALracing. A battle of the Titans, the underdogs, the rookies, the veterans. 14 drivers qualified, all 14 show up, 100 laps to clock, unlimited tires. Baby, this is PALracing, $150 on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest race this season is underway. As they come around to complete the first lap tonight, it will be Matthew Legatt. The battle is on for second. Douglas Henry, Daniel Honeycutt. Boy, do those guys have history. Side by side, Jacob Alicia in tow. We're going to go through all their accolades. Everybody's going to get a chance to get some graphic time. Douglas Henry, his first Crown Jewel win, his only Crown Jewel win, his second of 3 wins in his career came at the DeBabyCar 225 Crown Jewel Season 2. Going to go down as probably one of the most epic finishes in PALracing history. Still looking for his first win of Season 4. He's came close. Can he get it done here in the All-Star race? And it's Daniel Honeycutt, a quiet guy. Again, we talked about the history him and Doug have. It's a friendly rivalry. 4-time race winner. His third career win was the Don't Tread on Me Crown Jewel at Darlington of Season 1. That's how he punched his ticket here. We talked to him pre-race. Right now, he's under attack by Jacob Alicia, the first champion we get to here. PALracing Season 2. He's a 4-time race winner. He won the 87s Clash at Daytona. That's another ticket puncher race he stole from another. Here he is out here making it work, going up the inside of Daniel Honeycutt, side by side down the backstretch, and they're followed by a father as recent as yesterday. Greg Agiotti had his first ever child, Eleanor, 3-time race winner. He's won 2 this season. He punched his ticket a season ago at Charlotte, backed it up to be one of only 2 drivers in PAL to have a Crown Jewel win. Last week at the Talladega Derby, 2 wins in a row for him. Swept the Dega week between the 2 series in PAL, the Frontier Truck Tour and Tuesday Night Racing here on PALracing. Greg Jodiet carrying that momentum, trying to get 4 in a row. Just behind him, Daniel Nans in the 95. We watched him, a thrilling, epic finish there to transfer in tonight's event from the qualifier, gets it done. And then it's Luke Chadwick in the number 88. He won the inaugural Talladega Derby all the way back at Season 1. Here he is, 4th season at PALracing, still trying to get back into victory lane. I heard he's been practicing really hard for this event. And then it's Lane Myers, transfer through the qualifier. This is a rookie here, first season in PALracing, and just behind him is the PALracing Season 3 champion Aiden Gould. Had a start in the back, already drove his way into the 9th position, 7-time race winner, Talladega Derby Championship, part of that list of trophies in the cabinet, trying to get one more. My pick to win the All-Star race tonight. And here comes Joe Houston. What a season Joe has had, battling for a championship. 3rd season in PAL, he got his first win, the DeBabyCar 225 Crown Jewel. And here he is looking for another. He's came close before. Championship season for him. Raymond Wimmer voted in, part of the pair that get voted in by their constituents, fans alike. Raymond Wimmer, 4th season in PAL. Here he is out here at Phoenix. Following him, Aaron Warren has never missed a PAL event, and him getting voted in as the 2nd All-Star fan vote winner proves that. One of the favorites here on Tuesday Night Racing. Then it's Gordon Spain. Top rookies get into the event. Gordon Spain, your Season 3 top rookie. 2nd full-time season. He's a guy that has speed, was leading the Talladega Derby. And then Jacob Pettit started from pit road, must have missed the grid. PALracing co-founder, my senior admin. He won the Don't Tread on Me Crown Jewel, the finale of Season 2. Be ready for him to work his way up through this field, but at the moment, Matthew Legatt leads. Douglas Henry in tow. Here comes Aiden Gould trying to make the pass on Daniel Nans. And Daniel is just not letting him have it. Aiden might try it again here. Good job at wrapping that bottom. We'll cut the dog leg. He told me self-admittedly, I'm uncomfortable going all the way down here. I just don't know how you can exit, but he has to make these risky moves in his mind to get to the front. Joe Houston right to the back bumper. Daniel Nans, this is the closest battle on track. These three cars. Almost had a left three there. This time he goes to the top. Joe tries to arc it in. Nans, shallower entry. We'll see how they fare on the exit. Up the inside, Joe Houston even with the 95. And again, if these guys wreck, there are no fast repairs. Yes, unlimited tires, but 30 laps of fuel in the tank. No fast repairs. The damage you get is damage you have to fix actively in the pit box. All these guys doing a really good job at using the wide corners of Phoenix to get around each other. Teamwork going on, but also guys just wanting to lock in and run their own solo race. As Aiden Gould looks to the inside of Greg Joliet, he will make the clear. Keeps on the bottom to negate the crossover. It's a 5-second gap between Aiden Gould and your leader, Matthew Legatt. Daniel Honeycutt has been close to the rear end of Doug, but has stalled out right around 5/10, and Matthew continues to pull away. Daniel Honeycutt on pit road, as well as Alicia and Joliet. A couple of guys joining as well. There's Lane Myers. Joe Houston was the first to head down pit road. He's now on pit exit lap, getting back up to speed. Matthew Legatt followed by Douglas Henry. Douglas, really aggressive entry, gets it locked down. Aiden Gould will stay out, take the lead. There's Daniel Nans following. Aiden into his box. The battle off right now. Legatt and Henry separated by just under a second. The tire difference between Matthew Legatt and Jacob Alicia right here should be right around 3 laps. Then the difference in those tires is what's going to cost him. Oh! Wiggle out of Alicia. Legatt to the inside, trying to capitalize. But Alicia will hang on. I think Matt lifted there, making sure there wasn't furthermore contact or an incident. Alicia's been in a little bit of a performance slump. Hasn't finished inside the top 3 since race 2 of PALracing Season 4, which was Iowa. Finished second at Michigan, but since then has not been able to put the finishes together. Here comes Matthew Legatt trying to get the lead back. How hard will Alicia battle? You do not want to give Matthew clean air here. He is just so dominant. He will pull away, but if Alicia could slow him down long enough to allow his teammate Douglas Henry to catch, Alicia into the fence. Doug is just praying Alicia continue to slow him down just a little bit more. Please, please, please. But Matthew Legatt will clear back into the lead. Can Alicia look for a crossover up the inside? Not enough room, not enough ground. Falls back in line, lack of momentum. He's going to push it hard in here into the corner. He's still wiggling, brushes the wall again, the 31 machine. Doug up the inside. I believe Alicia will give him the room. Almost contact. Doug pushed up the corner. Alicia trying to come down. Slight contact, but Doug will go through. Luke Chadwick, problems for him. What happened to Chadwick? Off the pace, stopping the car. He will tow it, and he will disconnect. Hey, Luke, this is Noah in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. What's up, Noah?
Well, you're trying to go on. What's up with you pulling off the track? Seems like you towed. Did you get some sort of fuel issue, or what's going on?
Man, I'm not sure. Coming out of 2, I get squirrely a little bit, and it feels like something snaps, and I just continue to go straight as I'm feathering it, trying to keep it straight to go right, and I don't know, some broke. I don't know what just happened. The car did not. Yeah, the car did not act normal right there. I don't know if just continued hitting that front wall. I've been getting 0X's, and I think I may have broke a toe link or something.
Unfortunate. Luke Chadwick
I
inaugural
don't know
Talladega
what just
Derby
happened.
Champions Day is over potentially.
No, yeah, too much damage. We got to go home.
Sorry to see that, Luke. We hope to see you back at Rockingham, back in a full swing of things.
Thanks, man.
Unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, 0xing the wall enough will do that. Now, I have an incident report out of Luke Chadwick. I want to take a peek at the replay. This could be pit road entry or exit, and it gives you the report. But let's see what happens. So here's Luke Chadwick. Oh, Luke, that looks a little bit more gnarly than just 1xing the wall. He might have been hiding information from me. That was a really gnarly incident. And I think this is where we see, I don't know, that a lot heavier contact than I was expecting to see. He's almost, I think, he is diamonding that corner, being that right front up to just where that third groove is, planting it, and driving away and driving out of it. It is working for him. It is making him a little bit quicker than Doug there as Doug tries to early apex Matt Diamonds. You can see the difference. Doug is really good on entry, but Matt is just beating him on exit. It's because Alicia is down on pit road with with Greg Jodiet. Lane Myers will follow. And this is the second pit stop of tonight's race. A little bit earlier than anticipated. This race might be a 4-stopper and not a 3-stopper. I really thought these guys would be able to stretch to lap 60, but it's lap 51 and we're already heading down. I love how Doug is just showing this mid to late run speed. Yeah, he isn't. Oh my gosh, wreck Daniel Honeycutt. Just came out of pit road, spins pit exit, caution is out. Oh, this changes everything. This flips guys upside down with Jacob Alicia, Aaron Warren, Greg Jodiet, Joe Houston, Daniel Honeycutt, Lane Myers, all one lap down. Oh my. Let's take a look at the replay. What just happened? Daniel Honeycutt just came off a pit road. This is on the front stretch. Loses the rear end right in front of the restart zone. Oh, my. Doug, this is no win the booth. You got a copy.
Got a copy.
Man, it looked like you got that mid to late run speed to hang with Leggett. His style of going into the corner, a little bit different than yours. Is there any data you're going to pick up on and adjust here to beat him for this all-star race?
Yeah, I just got to copy what he does entering 3, getting the car a little loose on entry, and I think that's where I'm losing time on him most. So if I can figure out 3, I can maybe, pass him, see what happens.
Alrighty, Doug. We'll set him back down. Aiden Gould now in the picture. 3rd, Raymond Wimmer 4th. Highest we've seen him tonight. Can he hang on to that track position? Look at this EOL line, the end of the longest line for all these wave around guys. It's a long tail. Admin's not giving them permission to go side by side, so that is how they will start. Barney up in the flag stand, waiting and ready to go. Matthew Leggett has control in the restart zone. Then it's Douglas Henry, Aiden Gould, Raymond Wimmer, Gordon Spain, and then an EOL line. Marching 8 cars long.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. And already watch these cars jump all the way down to pit road exit. Aiden trying to attack Douglas Henry, looking for that second position. It appears he will clear Doug on exit. Can Doug get a really good run, though? No, he does hang on to the right rear of Gould. And both these drivers need to make a decision. Do you battle for the second spot, or do you let one clear the other and run down Matthew Leggett? If I were Aiden Gould, I'd try Doug for about 2 laps and then tuck back in line. He'll tuck in line here after just one lap, trusting that Doug can run down Matthew Legatt. Greg Jody at Daniel Honeycutt side by side at the moment. Greg is going to brush the wall. Honeycutt to the left rear. Deep into the corner. Greg gives him plenty of room. On corner exit, they're still side by side. Almost touching there. Daniel Honeycutt uses the dog leg. Greg tried to pinch him just a little bit low. Alicia in tow, clearing Houston. Raymond Wimmer fell back to the 8th position on that restart. With this gaggle of cars as they're side by side for 4th. Could see just in their windshields how far these top 3 have been able to pull away all these drivers underneath a second. 4/10 to Doug from Matt, 4/10 from Doug to Aiden. You know it's actually Aiden going down pit road. Does this force the hand of Matthew Legatt and Douglas Henry? Or do they not even consider Aiden a factor? Doug sideways, too loose, spins pit road exit, contact in the restart zone. Gets that car backed up, and it will throw the yellow. Finally, Barney decides that's enough of a hazard. Doug falls to the 4th position, and we get a late race restart. Let's take a look at the replay. Douglas Henry cockpit POV. Into the corner. I'm going to go back just a little bit further. Talked about trying to get that car as sideways as possible into the corner without losing rear grip. Well, you could tell just a little bit too much. That brake bias, I bet, is all the way to the rear. And just does the best he can. Not even trying to bring out a caution. He has to back up here. That's when Barney throws it. A great jump out of Greg Jody, but Aaron Warren pushes him high. Nearly 4 wide as they go into turn 1. Legatt with the advantage. Houston follows. Raymond Wimmer, Aiden Gould in tow. Doug shuffled to the top line. Not where he wants to be. 50 laps. That's all full throttle from here. No saving. It's dark. The track's cool. Nighttime outside. It gets more grippy. They're able to push it a lot harder as this run has went on. Learning the boundaries. Aiden Gould now goes to pass Houston as Matthew Legatt pulls away 6/10 for him. Oh, Nans around! Spin in the back. Nans inverted. He was 1 lap down, 2 laps down actually. He would immediately tow the car. Let's take a look at the replay. Tries to fill the hole between Raymond and Doug. Raymond. Oh, no contact. Just Nans goes around. Lane Myers, Greg Jody, great job avoiding. Here we go. Green flag is out. A great jump out of Matt once again. Gould all the way down to the bottom. Houston to the top side. Doug right there in frame has Alicia on his rear end. Alicia fresh tire. Jacob Alicia to the outside of the 66. Matthew Legatt leads them down the side straight. Aiden Gould appears to be able to clear Houston on the exit of this corner. Yes, he will. Can Aiden run down longtime friend Matthew Legatt for this all-star victory? Jacob Alicia now around Houston for 3rd. Is there enough time for Jacob Alicia to get to Matt? The gap between Alicia and Matt is 8/10, but he has to get around Gould first. At the stripe, it'll be 6 laps to go. Jacob Alicia trying to mount the charge on Aiden Gould. At the stripe, 3 laps to go. Gould is now within reach. What will he do? Matthew Legatt, Daniel Honeycutt involved in a wreck that caused Pete Tart to lose New Hampshire. Does that linger in the mind of Aiden Gould? Is Matt owed one by the field for that? Gould into the wall, but still hangs on. I know Aiden will not hesitate to throw a Hail Mary, a nasty slider, or just try to get to somebody's bumper. If he's going to do it, this would be the place to do it. This would be the race where it matters the most. No points on the line. Wreck your teammate, only thing he's out of is $150. Legatt knows it's why he's trying to keep the distance. Down the side stretch, into turns 3 and 4. Matthew Legat will see the white flag one more time around Phoenix. One more lap of the PALracing Season 4 All-Star Race. Aiden has to give it all he's got, 4/10 back. Aiden, Hail Mary in a 1 and 2, trying to get the car to rotate. One more set of corners for Matthew Legat. Will Aiden set him up? It doesn't appear so, and Matthew Legat makes history and wins the All-Star Race.
Not working at all.
Let's fucking go.
That was terrible, all right.
Good job, Matt.
Good win, Matt.
Let's
Good
go.
win.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, boys.
That was terrible. Good shit, man.
So, how much you giving us? You giving back to the team?
Y'all were bringing out yellows. Y'all ain't getting any cut.
Oh, slow down. I'll get you.
You guys ain't getting any cut. Matthew Legat wins the All-Star Race. Daniel Honeycutt comes up to congratulate him. How about that for the 81? And to win his way into this race, 0 wins to his name, 0 accolades, stunts the field, an intense battle, had to defend against Douglas Henry, had to defend against Aiden Gould, and he gets it done right here at Phoenix. How about that? He's still burning it down. Matthew Legat, you win a race, the All-Star Race. Talk about the run you had tonight. You had to run 50 laps more than everybody else in this race, with the exception of Daniel Nance and Lane Myers. You transferred your way in, dominated the qualifier. You come out here, you dominate the feature. $150 richer. What'd it take?
$1 for every lap, man. That was the goal. Run 150. Don't lose the lead. Just control the race, and that's what I did. Had a little moment there when Doug and Aiden were on me. Put some pressure, but held them off and got the win.
Matt, you came in here with 0 accolades. Your first ever race win in PAL was the qualifier. This is your first big race. This is the biggest trophy in your cabinet. What do you have to say to those? Yes, the only one. What do you have to say to those that say maybe this is undeserving or you shouldn't be the All-Star? What about the guys that say it just happened to be your best track at Phoenix?
I mean, it could be a regular season race too, and I'd be a regular season PAL winner. So I don't see it any differently. I mean, it's just another race on another Tuesday, and I was the best one today.
Matt, congratulations. Any other shout-outs or final message you have to give before we get you out of here?
Shout out to the teammates. Suncoast boys are getting it together. We're clicking off some good finishes and looking forward to hopefully winning next week at Rockingham as well.
Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you.
We'll grab Jacob Alicia. Alicia, know in the booth, you got a copy.
Noah, good copy.
Well, Alicia, we looked like we were handling with that car all night long. You grabbed fresh tires. How many more laps did you need to think that you could be able to run down Matt there for the win?
That's a tough one to call because I absolutely lit him up trying to catch these guys up front. So if it went any longer, I mean, I just have dead tires at that point. So I think I just needed another caution at that point. They were able to get me up to the front by sacrificing themselves, but by the time I got up there, that's when the magic kind of faded out a little bit. But good race up there. Matt had the fastest car all night. It's only fitting he won.
Lisa, you've been here since day one. You ran your first race all the way back, PALracing Season 1, Race 1 at Auto Club. Here you are back at the All-Star Race 4 seasons in. We've built up enough notoriety with you drivers to say we could have an All-Star. You have all of your accolades in your trophy cabinet. How bad did you want this one?
Well, I wanted it pretty badly. No, I'm sure you're well aware, but going through another bit of a dry spell here. And what would be better than a win that gets you $150? But I think the next track where we're going to be racing in our throwbacks is going to bring me an even more satisfying.
How do you feel about
We'll see.
Rockingham, Alicia? Call your
The
shot?
Rock can the Rock can kick my butt from up to down, left to right, but I'll still do my best to tame her. So look for me up front next week.
Alicia, congratulations. Always a class act. We look forward to seeing you get out of this little performance slump and get back in the mix.
Sounds good, Noah.
We'll sit Alicia back down, and he tried a wall ride. He looked like he was the closest to put up a fight. We'll talk to Aiden. Well, Aiden, the wall ride, I knew you were going to throw it in there. It didn't work. Do you feel like maybe you had a better shot if you just drove it to the bottom of the corner and wiped out Leggett, or do you still feel like the wall ride was the best option? Aiden, copy. All right, well, I don't know what happened to Gunnar, but he's gone. Let's get Doug in here. Hey, Doug, new in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, we wanted to talk to Gunnar, but he seems to be AFK. He's already undressing in the hauler, so we'll talk to you, man. Wow, what an effort. I think if anybody had anything from at this race, you were the one to be able to get it done. Late race spin, you bring out the caution, you get trapped there outside the front row. Starting in fourth just didn't seem to be your groove. You know, how much more did you need to get this win? Did you feel like that caution set you back a lot, or did you still feel in the hunt even after that restart?
I felt, right where I was before the caution, but I was just talking with Matt in the chat here, and I was pushing the car so hard I couldn't even get close enough to push him out of the way. I mean, I was pushing that car to its absolute limits for my driving, and you saw me push it a little too far there and spin out. So I didn't have anything for him. He deserved to win, and he was just that much better than everybody else.
Doug, we're still looking for your first win of Season 4 to be a 4-time winner. What are we looking forward to for the rest of the season? Rockingham next week. There's some other tracks coming up. You said you feel confident at, like Old Atlanta. What's the circle on your calendar? Because you think you're out of the points hunt for the championship. I disagree. I think you're still there. We need to see you mount some great finishes. But what are you excited for here at the tail end of this season?
I'm really excited for the Rock. I'm pretty fast there. I'm just as fast as Aiden and Joe and everybody. So I think it's going to come down to track temp and practice. And then Old Atlanta, I'm good there too. But I think Pete comes back that week, and I think he's going to really kick it up a notch.
Alrighty, Doug, thank you so much. Congratulations on an awesome night. No, it's not where you wanted to finish. I was cheering you on, but we look forward to seeing you back on the points-paying races.
Heck yeah, fun either way. Thank you.
We'll send Doug back down. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude tonight's race here at Phoenix, the All-Star race. Matthew Leggett goes home with $150 to his name. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you same time, same place next week for the Madewell Vintage Throwback Race at Rockingham.